Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man, got him hot. Hey, man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Check 19, check 53, mark.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D. Has got to be priority one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Watson with a give to Miller. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now Callaway on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, 180.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got nothing.
Play fake. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should. Kept it on the ground again?
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Throwing, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Third and long for Mayfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On fourth down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. DeAndre Carter's deep for the Texans. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now Watson staying on his, but in the end the pressure too great and he goes down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw is Watson. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it first and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 51 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call it play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running the 40s at the combine and, you know, at pro days and all of that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Well, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now out comes Houston. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
50 yards. This is it. 19. Let's go, let's go. 24. Hey, 58's the mic. Go, 58's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress.
And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll get it in the hands of their receiver, Landry. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set. 19. Mike. Motion. Hey, 59! Check! 53's my check! Check! 53's my... Hey, no time. Go!
From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Returnable here for Callaway.
Oh, good luck with that.
Oh, my goodness. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Tackles.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
180! Check 55 for Mike. Not today, you are.
Mayfield off the play fake. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The point after is good, and that'll make the score 14-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Win the rep, win the rep. Let's go right here. 53 is the mic. 53. And 54. Target. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I got it.
On first down, Watson. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And some room to maneuver. A big play there just before halftime. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a first and goal from about blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Here's Watson. That is caught inside the 5. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
Mayfield to throw it. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Colquitt on the kick as he sends it away. On the return, Carter. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught by Fells, right side. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll toss it to Miller. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now he'll let this one go deep, right sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Watson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Watson now, operating from the gun. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
That's good for Texans. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check, 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 check. Hey, get him, get him, get him. You got him. Hey, 59. 53 is the Mike. Go. He's trash. Let's go. Mike,
from the 40 now on 2nd down. Watson, he's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7.
21, Texans 7.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
This is it. 19. 58 to Mike. Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 32 on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
53, Mike, 53.
Back to throw, Watson. To the right side and complete to Thomas. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Watson now to throw. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go, D, let's go.
Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 11. It's Landry now on the end around. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
6 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here comes Carter. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Miller. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Watson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Following the interception, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Hit, 180. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
So the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. There goes it. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. One last throw here for Watson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long from Houston.
you